There we go. With that out of my system, I can reflect on what's happened in the past hour and a half. Now, it's purely my own fault that everything went the way it did. Getting attacked by Ayutthaya is something I saw coming, yet I didn't act on it. And Brunei being able to slap me down is because I never acted well on them to defeat them. I could have and should have just murked up, slapped their army down, occupied it all, and then they would have had very little to fight back with. But I didn't do that. I didn't do that because I prefer to win on a knife edge. That might just sound like I'm trying to defend my own actions here, but it has resulted in a more interesting game. And if you just murk up and overwhelm, you're never going to learn how to do... Oh, I want you converted. Getting some prestige back would be pretty damn good, but it's hard to say no to stability. It's good to learn how to cope with overwhelmingly bad situations like that. You guys keep making me money, and I want my cogs back for transport, maybe? No, I think I'll keep them there. It means once my units are done, they can help me out in other ways and places. Coring's all done. Great. Phew. Jake, before you mothball your fleet, put it in a tactically better spot. That was on my mind. I'm not sure if my capital is the best tactical spot at the moment. In fact, I would wager that it's really not. But I need to defend my capital anyway. So, they have forts on both these provinces, and they're able to convert this. Which means they'll be able to convert this. How good is your missionary? They took and force our heritage, so this land could and will be converted slowly but surely. These two forts. It's annoying because the fort that I built is now really saving them. If there wasn't a fort here, I could just walk in and occupy it and he wouldn't be able to cross. But he can. Hope my units can defeat the natives, even on low maintenance. Even on low maintenance. Jings, if you run away... Okay, no, you just needed one good roll. Still, it is quite dangerous keeping you on too low maintenance. So you're going down in 3 years, not even. Alright, I think we can work with that. I make some damn good money in the Moluccas, but getting over to Malacca is the main deal for that one. How's Europe looking? Remember, Poland is the big monstrosity of Europe. They have union over... Wait, they lost their union over Lithuania? They're only allied now. They must have lost out big. They were almost finished integrating them as well. Who did you lose out so badly to? Hard to say. But it really looks like somebody beat Poland into giving up Lithuania. Shame I missed that. England have a union over Tyrone, so Tyrone did not get it together. That's only going to make England more of a hassle to deal with on the season. Everything's just gearing up to get worse and worse for me. It's kind of refreshing in a way. At least we can get our manpower back. The money is not exactly piling up, but it is what it is. And we've got our last fleet from the ever so grateful merchants. Timmy's taken down Karakiunlu. I know it's another 10 years before I can start reconquering my cores. Wasn't I working on a spy network with you? Something about wanting to gobble you back up. Sounds like exactly the kind of thing I'd forget about. Everyone's gunning down Timurids. They couldn't deserve a better fate. And Magipite still doesn't have Tech 10. I need to run them down and just eradicate them. Troublesome though things are religiously and autonomy-wise around here. We just make do with what we have. There's just no choke point for dealing with a Utah. Can't set my attitude since they are my rival. It's just a simple case of beating them head on. That would involve slapping a whole lot of troops onto New Hormuz. New troops that I do not have, with tech that I do not have. But we'll get it. At least the British aren't going for Australia, at least not just yet. And we have plenty of sailors to enjoy this mothballing. Try and save us some money at least. Brunei is a concern now though, because they're even stronger than when I first came to visit them. And if people start beating me to Tech 12 militarily as well, then things just go from even bad to even worse. So why can't I stop grinning? No problem. Jinx, these guys are so feisty, and they're not even the ones that are all that aggressive. Well, it is what it is. Alright. 2 years, and then Majapahit are going down. All the while, we continue to convert whoever we can, wherever we can. I do want to work on these animists, since they do kind of want to rise up, but by the same token, I should be going for the most difficult to convert Hindus, highest development. Get the biggest bang for the buck there, since we're enjoying smoking our missionary strength guy, expensive though he is. Well, he was the best I could get on short notice. I think you still have some early Cadics in the fleet, maybe upgrade them. Nah, a bit too expensive. There we go, we got our 15 heavies. That will hopefully be enough to win on the seas, but I'm really going to need heavy ship combat ability and probably morale of armies to make best on that. Brunei have defensive ideas, which means they're gonna kick my ass even harder. And I need that high piety if I'm going to win, even though I don't want to lose yet more money. Helps with conversion at least. But I could get higher piety just by attacking Majapahit, which is going to happen. Well, damn, Karakunlu decides that they want my core. But even if they take it, I wonder if I'd be able to threaten war on them. Well, no, they're destroying these other ones, but I could probably just take it from them still. It's even less work to take it from them, in fact, since I need only land one unit there, have it, and wait. In fact, I should probably be prepared for that, which means I will want one cog over here. I can take the place in a hurry, there is no problem on that front. My baseless confidence will see me through. So I want that gold province back. I can't remember if it's Moko Moko or Para whatever, but I'll be having it all anyway. No. That was the gold. And we replaced those 100 people that the natives abducted a few years ago. Claims to be had. Claims to be had. But what do I want out of you? Don't have that much, but I think I want the north, which is Ledadatu. Jake, I saw a fleet of at least 24 in AQ. What, at Kiyunlu? Well, they got 15 there, sure. And some more there, but they don't have many galleys. And galleys do double damage here in the Persian Gulf. So I'm confident it'll be okay for me. Confident, he says. It's not that it's ever gone wrong before. Oh, and I still have old galleys when I should probably be using war galleys. 15, 10, 8. 12, 8, 8. Still probably not worth upgrading right now. So we've got Ucord, which is wonderful. You still want to rise up, which is not wonderful. The Majipahites want to rise up again, which is also not wonderful. And I don't have an army to deal with them. At all. Well, we need an army, so let's just erect one. At the end of this year we'll be ready to gun down Majapahit, but ready does not include not having rebels destroying me. I still don't have Tech 10 at least. And yeah, those rebels are just itching to come and ruin my day. May as well prepare our troops for them. I don't think they have much of a navy, but oh well, they're gearing up for war as well. That strikes me as an act of aggression. I should really move my capital. It's just so vulnerable there. At least if I had it on the island, people would need to get to it by boat. And at least on that island, it would be still in the Malaccan trade node. Is that for the better? I'm not sure. I'm only going to move it in the future, I'm sure. But Ayutthaya are going to come knocking. They want my land. The truce is going to be up before too long. What they're going to do is probably have a claim war for a province, you know, like Jambi. They'll take it, but at least then they won't be able to get any further. And if I just dominate the seas, then I can decide how things are going to go down from there. Sadly, this is the strait that they cross, so I need a presence everywhere. Ah, and it's held by an estate, so I can't divvy it out. Could give it to Banka, but that is very risky. They could still march across. I could pull the Alema from here. They wouldn't like it, but since when have the Alema liked anything? Get out of my province. It's my new capital. For now. Keeps it safe, at the very least. We'll get our boats over there. And once that truce is almost up, well, now essentially, we'll keep them unmothballed. I don't really have the money for that. Timurids want an alliance. That does not mean that you guys are out of all of this. And that ripped away some of what they perceived as being their lands. Main theme from EU3 coming through. Just to make a good touch more money when the Alema are in charge there. And goodbye animism. So how do I do this? If I fight you, I'm going to get like 20-something thousand rising up. How much did we get before? It was a lot. It was like 24,000. And I don't have the money for them. Probably because I'm spending it all on that advisor, but I need that advisor for the admin right now. But I'd be best stomping on you whilst you only have Tech 9. Jake, are naval landings part of these new fort relief rules? Yes. Well, yes. I think I've tried that, but I can't see why they wouldn't. So are my 15 heavies going to be able to take on Ayutthaya? They got 11, but they do have a lot of lights which can really muck into things. And I still want that back. But you need to take it first. Your war with Hassa also involves Hejaz, who for some reason are just not getting overly involved there. Hopefully that war ends. But I also have Majapahit to destroy here. It just gets better and better. Okay, well all I need are you there. Things will rise up and I'll just destroy them, whatever it takes. I may have to murk up, but we'll see. Otherwise I should just get ready for war. No claims to fabricate here. There is one claim left to fabricate on Bali. That requires 40. Bali is only 9 dev. The worthwhileness of that is debatable. And who knows, my rebels may rise up in time. Goodbye, money. Won't anybody give me some money to offset these expenses? I don't want people to hate me right now, it's not the time for that. Much as I would love extra admin, well, I could do that and then give them a donation, but I don't have the money to be giving away, so forget that. How soon does your truce with the Utah expire? Not long. 1560. That's when I can essentially expect them to be gunning me down. Still, I think I'm going to wait because A, I have the people rising up that want to kill me, even in my Sunni provinces, but this should be the last time we ever see them rise up, which tells me that I should probably be hanging around in a jungle province, since that'll make life easier for me in dealing with the revolt whenever it spawns. It's due any time in the next 0.3 years, on average. So I'm going to state that province just so I stop getting informed about stating it. I still want to keep the notification there because I can cycle through other new areas for me to state. Come on, Majapahits, now is the time. Let's get it over with. Ayuta. You terrify me. Okay, we can get our actual claim out of you, though. The gold province, of course. And there's yet more to claim of Brunei. But where? Is Barrow what I even want? Probably not, it's a load of garbage, but it is a province. I don't actually want these two provinces. Or do I? Well, not really. I'll take Barrow. And I'm going to stop building a spy network against you. Soon I will have my better heavy ships, which should really make the difference in fighting. Was it 10 or 20%? 20% is pretty huge. That said though, everything is still really expensive. I have what I need to make that final claim on you, which is good. Might as well keep the diplomat there. These guys are just now not going to rise up for ages to make my life. Nope, there we go. 30,000! I meant to afford you with what? Well, there's a river crossing to, well, there of course, but you're going to come into one of these grasslands. 30,000, what do I even fight you with? And you have a lot of cavalry, that just makes things even worse for me. I don't have the money for this. And I don't have anyone that can spare the money for this. Contributions won't come for another... Oh, 31st of August. Well, I just need to hold out financially then. You can't win this campaign, Jake, says Thagnus. That's where you're wrong. I can and will win. Adversaries will show up, I will just defeat them. These Majapahit separatists are just more of those. That's what happens when I don't allow myself people to go and export rebels into Oak Forest for ships. Sweet. So again, you guys are all over in Kawali. So if he does attack me, then that's all the better for me. But I have a feeling I'm going to be running into grasslands, however you cut it. Goodbye, money, I knew you once. Kalapa is a shame. It's a good province. have 2, I have 4, so I don't get a river crossing if I go and run into them. Don't really want to lose it and get all the separatism there. 8 days left. I'll get there in less than 8 days, but my morale is not filled up. So it's probably not worth the risk of running into them right now. You know, instead I'll just take the extra hit on the treasury. And I still want that contribution. $220 ducats, and I need them. Alright, let's hope for the best. Plan for the worst. Okay. I can't lose 100 ducats right now, so the Maldives are going to have to deal with it. Okay, decent rolls as and where I need them. That's not one of them. No, that looks bad. Oh my lord, it just gets better and better. Oh. Even the rebels are playing on very hard mode. Okay, so where are they going to? Beltong. Wait, where? Not my capital. Of all the places for them to go, why the capital? At least I can block them temporarily. I can't remember if they take a crossing penalty if they go to the capital, but if I... No, I just need to fight them where they are. I'll retake this, at least they'll be held in position there. But they'll probably restore faster than me, because I have a lot of manpower that I need to get back. Oh lord, yes. Jake Ayutthaya will declare in 3, 2, 1... Yeah, they probably will. They'll declare in March this year, and I have very little to throw back at them. But at least I have a navy with some slightly better stats now. So what do I do? Do I merge you guys together? I'm running out of manpower to throw at them here. I mean, I can try this, but it doesn't look all that great. I gotta add a couple of mercs to the mix, maybe more than just a couple. And then ram into them before they get all those units back. Jake, teleporting rebels take no crossing penalty, that's what I suspected. Okay, well, at the very least, I got another province. I'm thinking I'm just gonna have to give up Australia. If the Europeans are gonna land there, then they're going to land there. What I need are rich provinces. Conquer Kadiri. Well, at least that's something that's probably going to happen, with all this no manpower I have. Otherwise, is there somewhere around here with good development and very few natives? Yes, there's Saram. Well, acceptable development at the very least. Okay, so I'll let the month tick, consolidate and attack. Malindi, eh? You are not going to help me. Well, you're not going to be much help for me. Someone like Ethiopia would, but they hate my guts. You are amazingly losing this war. And Ming have no interest in me whatsoever. Okay, fair enough. Alright, but at least my numbers are better now at long last. Well, they were kind of better. There goes the truce. Incoming declaration in 3, 2, 1, but let's try this then. Come on, good rolls. Come on, better rolls. Not for them, for me. Phew. Just gets better and better. Magipite still didn't manage to get the next attack, thankfully. So we'll eradicate them as and when we can. I can't afford you. Phew. Okay, We have an administrator here. They're not very keen on going to war, thankfully. Brunei is balanced, so they could well do that. Taipei has a Regency Council, so I'll laugh to them. And what finished? Wasn't the Andamans, it was you. Cheers for the full core, and you guys can actually come and deal with those. Right, now, Majapahit do have defensive ideas, but they don't have the important defensive idea, which is the second one, extra morale. We need to strike them before they even think about getting that second idea. I might even just declare war and attack next month. I mean, it's just so big a risk that they get that extra defensive idea. Nah, we'll give it another month. I want to have at least a reasonable number of units, and for my colonists' army to be safe. Japanese tea culture is good for me, since it's going to up the price of tea by a good bit, and it'll increase my income somewhat. Andaman's under attack as ever. Merge together, these guys gotta die. What am I going to take? We'll just make it for Damak. And let's just hope this doesn't go as badly as it could. They don't even have a general, that's kind of nice for me. But I arrive fast enough. They did get a general, but he's not going to prevent this river crossing. And dead. 2 to 0. Oh, 2 to 9. 0 to 7. That's more like it. I mean, the rolls are random, regardless what you might think, so it's difficult to complain about it too much. Split you up a wee touch. Let's also have it so that we have some sieges working here. I'm still going to hunt them down and destroy them. Well, I kind of made that a little risky by not sending many units here, including not my cavalry and not my and we saw that one coming. Okay, Ayutthaya. I don't really need my ships around here. I need them around here. Are you going to bring in your friends and your friends' fleets? Because if you are, then that's bad news for me. Our lights, our transports are all right there, so that's also bad. I should get everybody together up here first and foremost, though. You're able to move there because they control both sides, but not for much longer. My army is irrelevant here. Just Majapahit. Let's hope it stays that way. He can take this over, and he can taking a war score for conquest of Jambe the Genie. But I'm still going to flatten his fleet and hope that we can... Oh, Ayutthaya's bringing the Daiviate army, if not the nation. Oh, yeah, heavens. Okay, let's just do what we can. We're still taking these guys over. And I want a good admiral for this. Decent. Just going to take him on. If he comes over here, that may be an issue, that may not be an issue. If he came over here and just took all of this, then is it really that bad? I'm not so sure. Whatever the case, I still need to take out his navy. Well, speaking of navy, okay, at least I'll be able to walk between those two areas. We'll get you to relative safety of my capital, but these ships have got to go. That's a lot of ships for me to take down, even with an army of heavies. It could go rough. Yeah, notice I'm taking quite a bit of damage here.